Someone out there is losing their mind over you. They try to stop, they try to move on, they try to distract themselves. But no matter what they do, you keep showing up in their head like you live there. And honestly, you do. This is not a small crush. This is not just a passing thought. This person is consumed by you in a way they have never experienced before with anyone else. Stay right here because what these cards are revealing today is going to blow your mind. Hey, beautiful soul. My name is Daisy. Welcome back to Mystical Tarot Talks. If you are new here, please subscribe to the channel and like this video because we do these energy readings regularly and you do not want to miss a single one. If you are already subscribed, welcome back, my love. I am so happy you are here with me again. And before we dive in, I want you to remember one very important thing. Only take what resonates with you. Not everything will apply to everyone, and that is completely okay. Trust your intuition and take only what your soul needs from today's reading. All right, let us get ahead and start today's reading. Okay, take a deep breath because today's energy is intense, like genuinely intense. And as we get into these cards, I want you to really sit with what comes through because this is not just surface level stuff. What is coming through today goes deep, really deep, and it is all about someone who simply cannot get you out of their head no matter how hard they try. Okay, so let me start by telling you what I am picking up right away. Someone out there is thinking about you constantly. And I do not mean just occasionally, the way you remember someone you bumped into at the store. I mean, you are on their mind when they wake up. You are on their mind when they are driving. You are on their mind when they are cooking dinner, when they are scrolling through their phone at midnight, trying to distract themselves. And even in those quiet moments when everything is still and the world goes silent, you pop up. Just like that, without warning, without invitation. You are just there. And the wild thing is, they do not even fully realize how much space you take up inside of them until something triggers it. Someone says a word, a song comes on, they see something random, and suddenly they zone out completely and they are thinking of you again. Okay? That is how deep this goes. And here's what makes this so powerful. You did not even try. You did not chase them. You did not perform. You did not twist yourself into something you were not just to get their attention. You were just yourself, your authentic, real, whole self. And that hit them like a wave they were not prepared for. Your soul literally reached theirs in a way that books could not teach, prayers alone could not explain, and no other person in their life has ever been able to do. You are on a completely different level for this person, okay? You stirred something inside of them that they did not even know was still alive. Now, I am getting a very strong soulmate energy here. Wow. And I want you to really hear this. This is not just a little crush or a passing infatuation. What is being revealed in these cards is a connection that goes beyond normal attraction, beyond the physical, beyond what can easily be explained in words. You have occupied this person's mind and their soul. You are living in their head rent free, and honestly, you have become their entire existence. In a way, they think about you, they desire you, they want you. And it just keeps going on and on like a loop that has no end, like a song stuck on repeat that they do not even want to turn off. Because as exhausting as it is, it also feels good. It feels right, it feels like home. See, let me explain something here because I think this is really important. You do not think about someone you randomly encountered and felt nothing for, okay? You might briefly remember someone who caught your eye for a second, but that fades, that passes. What keeps someone living in your thoughts day and night, week after week, is a feeling so deep and so real that no amount of distraction can shake it loose. And that is exactly what this person is experiencing with you. They have tried everything, okay? They have tried hanging out with friends to keep their mind busy. They have tried working late, staying occupied, filling every single moment of their day with something, anything, just so they do not have to sit with this feeling. But nothing works. Because you are not just a thought for them. You are a feeling. And feelings do not just switch off because you want them to. And here is something really interesting that I am picking up. They might even see you in other people, like they will be talking to someone or passing a stranger on the street. And for just a split second, something about that person reminds them of you and it catches them completely off guard. It might even confuse someone else for you for just a moment. That is how deeply woven you are into their consciousness. It is strange, it is overwhelming, and honestly, it is a little bit beautiful. Their mind always runs back to you. No matter where they are or what they are doing, they wonder what you are doing, who you are with, and a strange kind of jealousy and possessiveness quietly takes over them. They do not fully understand why they feel this way. They do not know why this particular person, meaning you, has this kind of grip on them. okay? Because if they have been in other connections before, they have never felt anything like this. Not even close. With you, it is entirely different. Everything feels new. Everything feels alive. Even the smallest thing, like getting a text from you or sharing a brief moment with you, gives them genuine goosebumps. They feel like a whole new version of themselves when you are around, and they like that version. They want to keep feeling that way. Yes, this person is madly craving you. They are completely drawn to you, and a big reason for that is because you are different. You carry this incredible mix of peace and a quiet kind of danger that most people simply do not have. You move through the world in a way that is grounded and calm, but also magnetic and powerful. And you did not try hard to create that. You are not performing. You did not calculate any of this. You just are the way you are. Okay? And that natural confidence, that ease you carry, hits this person like a force they cannot resist. Wow. And I am going to be honest with you because you deserve honesty. This person does not just crave your presence or your energy, they crave you completely. Mind, soul, and yes, even your body. Okay? Because you are making this person lose control in ways that go far deeper than just emotion. They are craving closeness with you, real closeness, and it is getting harder and harder for them to keep it contained. They keep asking themselves what they should do about all of this. How do they handle feelings this strong? This is not something they planned for. This is not something they saw coming. Okay, let me go deeper now because I want to give you the full picture here. I do not want you sitting in false hope or overthinking things without any real clarity. So let us really look at what is going on with this person beneath the surface. Here's the truth. They tell themselves they are fine. They tell themselves they are not falling, that they are in control, but they are already in so deep they cannot see the way back up. They check your social media, okay? They scroll through your posts just to feel close to you somehow. And when they see someone commenting on your pictures or engaging with you, they feel this little twist in their chest, this quiet jealousy they hate themselves for feeling but cannot stop because it is proof, real proof of how powerful this pull is. They imagine small things about you together. Nothing grand or dramatic necessarily, just simple things. Walking beside you somewhere, sharing a quiet coffee, hearing your laugh up close. And the thing is, these are not just fleeting daydreams anymore. These imaginations have started to feel like a need, like something they require. You have become the person who makes them feel alive again. And for someone who may have spent a long time feeling numb, feeling disconnected, or feeling like they had closed off that part of themselves completely, that is everything. See, when someone has been through a period of real emotional isolation, whether it was because of a painful relationship that ended badly, or simply because they were so focused on building their life that they did not allow themselves to connect deeply with anyone, and then suddenly someone walks in who makes everything shift, it is overwhelming. Every single little thing feels enormous. A simple text from you would make their whole day. A moment of shared laughter would stay with them for hours. Everything is heightened because they have been walking around with that part of themselves locked away for so long, and you are the one who found the key without even trying. And here is something they have not admitted out loud to anyone, maybe not even to themselves. They are intimidated by you, okay? They genuinely feel like you are on a level that they are not sure they can reach. You seem like someone who is whole, complete, like you do not need anyone to fill any gaps because you have already done that work yourself. You carry yourself in a way that makes people feel like you have it all together. And honestly, that is a little bit terrifying for someone who still has their own insecurities to work through. They feel small sometimes when they think about you, not in a bad way, but in the way that makes you realize someone else is extraordinary. They wonder if they are enough. They compare themselves to you in ways they would never admit, their looks, their achievements, where they are in life right now. And sometimes they feel like the distance between where you are and where they are is just too wide. And yet, all they want more than anything is to close that distance, to pull you close, to feel your presence right beside them. They know that you see through things. They feel like you can sense energy, that you can look right past the surface of someone and see exactly what is really going on underneath. And that awareness of yours is both what draws them to you and what scares them the most. They do not want to mess up their one real chance with you, so they overthink every single move. Okay? This person is a massive overthinker. Should they call or would that seem too eager? Should they send the first message or wait? Would it be strange if they just happened to show up somewhere they knew you would be? Every option gets analyzed and second guessed until they end up doing nothing at all and just sitting with all of these feelings still swirling around inside of them. Your energy is magnetic, my love. And I mean that seriously. You do not chase, and that is precisely why they want you so badly. You move like someone who already knows their worth. You speak like someone who already understands their value. And they feel that every single time you are in the same space. Right now, they are torn between their pride and their passion, and the passion is winning. Because the craving they feel for you is not something they can keep stuffing down. It is real and it is growing, and they want you in reality, not just in their imagination, but the fear of making the first move and having you shut them out completely is what keeps freezing them in place. They genuinely are not confident that you would choose them. They think you are so far above them that reaching out would just result in rejection. And that is a risk that terrifies them. But here is what is so beautiful and so profound about this connection. Deep down, beneath all the fear and the overthinking and the insecurity, they know. They know that what they feel for you goes so far beyond simple attraction. This is not about your looks or your success or the way you carry yourself, although, yes, all of those things draw them in too. This goes to the very core of who you are, your realness, your bluntness, the way you are not afraid to show up as your full, authentic self without filtering or performing. That is your superpower. And they are absolutely, completely, undeniably in love with it. Now, here is something I want to address because I feel this strongly in the energy. You truly have feelings for this person too, okay? And there is a part of you that really wants them to just step forward, to stop hiding behind their fear, and just tell you how they feel. But here is the thing, you might not have given them even the smallest sign that you feel the same way. Not a hint, not a look held a little too long, not a message that had a little more warmth than usual. And that gap, that silence from your side, is part of what is keeping them frozen. They cannot tell what you are thinking. They cannot read whether there is any feeling there on your end. So they stay in their uncertainty, wanting to speak, but not knowing if speaking would ruin everything. And I see you. I see you moving with purpose, like someone who already knows they are worth everything good that is coming their way. Right now, this person is caught between wanting to play it cool and wanting to just show up and say they cannot hold any of this back anymore. They are watching, they are waiting, they are quietly looking for any sign from you that it would be safe to open up. And here is something wild and wonderful. This soulmate energy in these cards is so strong. You two share a recognition that feels older than this lifetime. It feels like souls that have found each other before over and over again across different times and different circumstances. That is why this connection feels so intense and so hard to explain. It is familiarity wrapped in desire. It is the feeling of meeting someone new but somehow already knowing them. And that is exactly why both of you are overwhelmed by it. Okay, wow. Okay, so I need to tell you this because this is so important. Happy days are coming for you, my love. Real, genuine, beautiful, happy days. If you have been in a period of inner turmoil, if you have been asking yourself when things are going to shift, when the waiting is going to end, when you are finally going to see things move in the direction you have been hoping for, the answer is soon. It is coming. The universe is showing me through these cards that this phase you have been walking through is ending and something wonderful is preparing to enter your life. Okay, you do not need to force anything. You do not need to push or pressure or try to control how this unfolds. Let it flow in its natural course and watch how beautifully things begin to fall into place. You both are like two souls in a runner and chaser journey, one running, the other chasing. Or maybe both of you are running from the feelings because the feelings are just that big, that powerful, that overwhelming. Your bodies pull back, but your souls keep reaching for each other like magnets. Opposite poles always finding their way back together. That is what is happening between you two, and that is why it is so intense and so consuming for both of you. And here is the most touching part of what I am seeing. This person dreams about you. Not just occasionally, not just when something triggers a memory, they dream about you regularly. They daydream about you reaching out to them, about you smiling at them, about you saying their name in a way that makes everything okay. They wake up from these moments and your name is the first thing that surfaces in their mind, and then it happens again and again. Like a recurring vision they cannot escape and honestly do not want to. Every time they close their eyes, you are there, your face, your smile, the warmth of your presence, and it feels so real to them that for a moment when they open their eyes, they almost expect you to be there. I want you to keep your spirit playful right now. Okay, because the lightness and the joy that you carry when you are fully in your own energy is actually one of the things that is going to naturally draw this person closer to you. See, this person truly wants to be playful with you, to flirt a little, to let their fun and romantic side come out, but they feel like maybe that side of them is not what you want. You carry such a graceful and powerful presence that they hold back the lighter parts of themselves because they are afraid you will not appreciate it, that it will seem too casual for someone like you. They become genuinely nervous around you, honestly nervous. Their hands might fidget. Their words might not come out quite right because you have this boss energy, this mature and commanding aura that makes them question whether being flirty or playful would even land right with you, or whether you would just look at them and think they are not serious enough for you. But here is the thing. On the other side of all that nervous energy, all that hesitation, is someone who genuinely wants to show you that they are worthy of you. They want to prove themselves, not in a desperate way, but in a real, sincere, heartfelt way. They want to walk a new path with you. They have tried so many times to get you out of their head, and every single time they have failed and come back to thinking about you even more intensely than before. And now they want to break free from everything that has been holding them back. The fear from old wounds, the weight of past connections that left them feeling small or abandoned or unworthy, the lingering voice inside of them that says they are not enough. They want to be done with all of that because you make them feel like being done with it is actually possible. One of you, maybe both of you, may have been through a genuinely painful connection in the past, something that left a mark, a relationship where you gave a lot and got very little in return, something that made you quietly wonder whether you were lovable at all or whether you would ever feel something real again. And when that kind of wound lives inside of you, stepping into something new and vulnerable feels enormous. But I see that this person is willing. They are ready. Not because the fear has disappeared entirely, but because staying away from you is starting to hurt more than the fear of rejection does. Okay, wow. Okay, I am seeing movement here and it is picking up speed. This person is no longer just sitting with their feelings in silence. Something has shifted in them. They have done with the contemplating, they have done with the waiting and the second guessing and the overthinking every single scenario. They are preparing to act. And I see a window of time here within the coming weeks where something significant happens between the two of you. A moment of truth is approaching. It might start small, a message, a casual reply, a moment where they reach out about something that seems minor on the surface but carries a whole ocean of meaning underneath. Because that is how this kind of person opens up. Not all at once, not in a dramatic declaration right away, but piece by piece, testing the waters, watching how you respond, slowly building the courage to say what they have actually been holding inside for so long. They have realized something really important about you. You are their mirror. Everything they have been trying to hide from themselves, every fear, every vulnerability, every part of them they thought they had buried, it all comes rushing to the surface when they think of you. And instead of making them want to run from it, it is making them want to grow. You make this person want to become a better version of themselves. Not because you demanded it, but because being around your energy makes them feel like becoming that person is actually possible for them. They want to be worthy of you. They want to show up in a way that meets you where you are. Spiritually, this connection is waking both of you up. It is showing you what true chemistry really feels like when all three parts of you, the mind, the body, and the soul, are aligned at the same time. But to fully step into that, both of you have to be willing to take the mask off. For you, beautiful soul, that means trusting that you are not too much. Okay? You are not too intense. You are not too complex. You are not asking for too much by wanting a real, deep, genuine connection. You feel everything deeply and completely. And that is not a flaw. That is your greatest gift. And the right person will not be intimidated into running from it. They will rise to meet it. And this person, they are learning how to do exactly that. You might have already been noticing small signs around you, repeating numbers showing up everywhere you look, a song coming on at a moment that feels too perfect to be coincidence, a dream that replays itself in odd moments and leaves you with a feeling you cannot quite name. These are not accidents, these are confirmations. The universe is showing you that this bond is real and it is mutual and it is being acknowledged on a level that goes beyond what either of you can fully see yet. This person is afraid of losing control, but they are reaching the point where holding back is genuinely hurting them more than letting go would. So they are moving toward you. You can expect to hear from them. It may come in the form of something small and seemingly casual, a meme they thought of you when they saw, a reply to something you posted, a random message saying they were just thinking of you. But do not let the smallness of the gesture fool you. Behind it is everything. It is the beginning of honesty. It is the first brick being pulled out of the wall they built around themselves. What I need you to hear right now is this: faith, okay? You need to lean into your faith right now. Trust the process, trust the timing. You have held on through a lot, my love. You have stayed grounded through the uncertainty and the waiting and the quiet ache of wanting something you could feel but could not yet touch. And I am here to tell you that the holding on has not been for nothing. Everything is unfolding exactly the way it is supposed to. You are right on the edge of something beautiful. Right now, the one thing I need you to focus on above everything else is self-love. Truly, that is your assignment in this season. Not chasing, not waiting by the phone, not analyzing every little thing, trying to figure out what they are thinking or when they will make a move. Just coming home to yourself, pouring into yourself, honoring yourself, because when you are fully rooted in your own love and your own worth, you become completely unstoppable. You become magnetic in a way that nothing and no one can resist. And that energy, that self assured, glowing energy, is what is going to call this person all the way in. This person has been watching you from a distance, okay? They carry a strong and quiet energy, but they have been watching your growth, your power, how you handle yourself, how you move through the world. And even though they have their own strong aura, you managed to do something that very few people ever do. You made them feel small in the most humbling and beautiful way. You won them over without lifting a finger, without chasing, without performing, just by being exactly and completely who you are. And that is something nobody else in their life has ever done for them. This person is not going to be able to hold back much longer. They see how you draw people naturally toward you. They see how others are drawn to your light. And there is a quiet protectiveness that has woken up inside of them. They are silently, in their own way, creating a kind of invisible space around you. A boundary that says this person is taken in their heart, even if nothing official has been said yet. They are not willing to let someone else walk into the space they feel belongs to them. And for those of you who have a deep crush on this person, hear this clearly. Your feelings are valid and they are real. And the very person you have feelings for feels the exact same way about you. They are desperate in the most sincere way possible to claim that connection with you, to step forward and make it real. You have proven your worth 1,000 times over just by staying calm and patient and standing in your truth. Now let them come to you. Let them do the stepping up. Your silence has already said more than any words could have. For some of you, this connection is going to grow into something serious and deeply committed once honesty finally enters the space between you. For others, this may be the relationship that teaches you everything you needed to learn about what you are truly capable of feeling before someone even more perfectly aligned steps in. Either way, you are winning. Either way, you are rising. You are healing, or you have already healed in ways that are more profound than you fully realize yet. You are no longer willing to accept half-hearted effort or watered down love. You want depth. You want real presence. You want chemistry that goes all the way to the soul. And that is exactly the frequency your energy is now broadcasting to the universe. When this person shows up, remember where the power sits: with you. They may see you as something magnetic and untouchable, but what you truly are is a mirror of their own deepest truth. You reflect back to them everything they have been hiding from themselves, their desires, their fears, their potential, and that is what moves them so completely. If they step up, beautiful things are waiting on the other side of that moment. If for any reason they fall back, you let them go with peace. Because either way, you are not diminished. You are not less. You are walking forward into your full magnetic, unshakable, free energy, and nothing is stopping that now. Take a breath. Feel everything that just came through. The moment you truly stop doubting yourself, the moment you settle fully into your own worth and your own power, you become completely unstoppable. Let that land, let it really land. All right, my loves, that is what the cards and the energy have for you today. If this reading resonated with you, please let me know in the comments down below. Drop a heart, drop a comment, tell me which part hit you the hardest, because I genuinely love hearing from you. Do not forget to like this video, subscribe to Mystical Tarot Talks if you have not already, and hit that bell so you never miss when the next energy update goes up. You are powerful, you are magnetic, you are never ever too much. Until next time, stay grounded, stay in your power, and let them keep wondering how someone like you stays so beautifully, effortlessly, irresistibly themselves. See you in the next reading. Till then, God bless you and take care, beautiful soul.